we come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Joining me tonight, the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, you continue to surprise me, my man. I didn't know you knew about the Queen City.
All I know is you're the king in that town in the Garden State.
Well, we're going to find out who the king is on the court this evening.
The Jazz begin this game with the basketball. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Philadelphia with the basketball. T to Parker. Jordan Bell with the dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Bledsoe with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Count the basket at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Teague with the basketball. They trail by 2. Knocked loose. Fareed. Teague. Harden's on him. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
DeRozan with it. Down 4. Danilo Gallinari rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Now a steal by Philly. DeRozan to Teague. Easy path to the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Mo Bamba. Bledsoe. Harden picked up by DeRozan. James Harden. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And it's rejected.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Harden knocks it down. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
James Harden swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
T to Parker. Knocked loose. Jordan. Driving right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Proud City.
Teague with it up top. 9-point margin. DeRozan against Harden. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
The drive right to the basket. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Now it's Harden at the controls. James Harden looking good. 4 for 5.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Bell. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Ed, I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
DeRozan with the basketball. Just under a minute to go in what's been a hotly contested first quarter. DeMar DeRozan. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Harden matched up with DeRozan. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Parker to DeRozan. Ah, the monster stuff.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
Harden to Mo Bamba. Beyond the arc for three. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Parker with it. Down 6. And he'll head to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Jabari Parker, couple of free throws on the way. A career 74% free throw shooter. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Nothing going here on that drive. Count it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Trying to cash in. Not going down for him this time. The quarter comes to an end. The Jazz out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Ginobili with it. Right now, down 7. Jazz pick it up.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Lays it up and in.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Down the lane to lay it in.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Ginobili with it. They trail by 7. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Ginobili. Harden's on him. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Brunson. Nice finish at the rim.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
To Gortat. Navigating through traffic. Fires the 3. Off the mark. To Harden. Goes reverse to lay it in.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Sixers call for time as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Videos, interviews, and features. You can get all that and more, including the opportunity to attend a first.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Harden picked up by Teague. Runner's good there.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Jeff Teague. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
I'm here.
Harden. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Harden. Not easy.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Teague with the basketball. Down 12.
2 minutes left in the second.
And the rebound taken in by Utah. To Fareed. Jabari Parker. Tips it. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Teague with it up top. Down a dozen. To Parker. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Fareed. Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Who needs Steph? Who needs Dell? When you have Seth.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Got some for him.
Stuffs it down with authority.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Nice pass to set things up. Yes, Marcin Gortat. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Okay, that time it was effective, but a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
Short jumper misses. Teague with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Passed it off. Big finish at the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Harden, defended by DeMar DeRozan. Driving right to the basket. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Shot from the lane won't go. Harden into the front court. Lead is 12. Here's a chance from long range, and James Harden knocks it down from 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's DeRozan controlling the offense. Kenneth Fareed snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Teague with it up top. Trailing by 15. Jeff Teague. 3 for 6 now.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
Bledsoe to Fareed. Jordan Bell sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making it.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Down to Fareed. Jordan Bell with the block. Harden.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Message received. Well defended.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two. Jeff Teague at the line for 2 shots, shooting 75% so far tonight. And gets both to drop at the line. Harden has it up the floor. From long range, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Jumper's good.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
From the painted area, won't go down. Fareed to Bledsoe. Shot from in close, no good.
And you thought you would have seen him bounce back in the second half. Just looked like he could never get himself into the flow of the game. I put a little bit out on the coaching staff, too. Maybe they could call some better plays for him to get him in situations where he could see the ball going.
Harden, defended by Jeff Teague. To Mo Bamba. DeAndre Jordan, able to recover with the block. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Jabari Parker. James Harden trying to cash in. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Jeff Teague. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Harden doesn't have it. And a putback slam.
There you go, big fella.
Teague with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Danilo Gallinari sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Teague with it up top. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. DeRozan matched up with Harden. Jazz have it. Bledsoe. He's now 4 for 6.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Harden. 4-3. Smothering D. The drive. Right to the basket. Eric Bledsoe. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Knocked loose. It's Jazz ball. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Teague with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Dwayne Dedmon, huge block. Ooh, 5 now. Yes, Marcin Gortat. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Seth Curry here against Ginobili. Lets it fly from long range, and that'll be rebounded by Bell. It goes down.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Seth Curry. For three. Buries the trifecta. Teague with it up top. 14-point deficit. Gortat rocking the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Jazz in command of this one. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one, counted. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Bledsoe to Fareed. Going to launch beyond the arc.
To number 1, Malik Monk. That's his first personal.
Aaron Holiday at the line.
Number 3, to the line for 3.
Knocks down the first. Hits the second. One more coming. And he hits all 3 free throws.
Get your money, man.
Sixers have the basketball. To DeRozan. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. To Fareed. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Bledsoe. Count the bucket for 2.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Down to Grant. And finishes strong.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
To Fareed. Fires the 3. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Sixers call for time as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Summer basketball camps. Space is limited, so you must act soon.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Utah's got it. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Kenneth Fareed with a piece. Incredible. 6 tonight.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
And he finishes at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
It's DeRozan. Great dish to set it up. And the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Seth Curry. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. Beyond the arc for 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. It remains Sixers basketball. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Bell. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
1 minute left in the fourth quarter.
Fires the 3. That no good. Off the mark. To Parker. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
To Mo Bamba. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and it's Jordan there for the rebound. To DeRozan. Has a look. Off the mark. Well contested.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was...
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Fareed. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Runner's good there. Desperation shot here from half court. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew,